Can you check what time movement is?
All four of my grandparents were survivors of the genocide. They were from Urfa, which is in the news these days. So basically, growing up, the memories of the genocide were present daily in our lives. And then through that, of course, the fact that we're Armenians, we live in Lebanon, but this is not really our country. There is a country, Hayastan, which was more of a fantasy than a reality for us. And then I went to an Armenian school in Lebanon, which was well known, Nisham Panajan Jemaran. The faculty were all expatriate Armenian government people from the First Republic. Simon Varatsian was our principal, and he was the last prime minister of Armenia that fled when the communists came and established the Second Republic. But these are the guys who kept telling us it doesn't matter who is in charge, the land is eternal, you have to love Hayastan, you don't have to go there someday.
We were invited to Armenia, and that became the beginning of our story, the beginning of our journey to Armenia.
I never forget when we arrived there in '87, April, and then coming, it was an old airport, and they have to come down the stairs. Then I turned and I saw Mount Ararat. I said, "This is it. I am home." That was the toughest years. The first few 4, 5, 6 years where not only I had to go there, but I had to take with me 8, 10 cases of equipment and so that we could do work. I have changed the way a lot of doctors think there about medicine. The bottom line is that today, Armenia has the highest standard of urology that can be obtained according to local means.
Our daughter and our son were very little, 6 and probably 8, 9, when we first took them to Armenia. And despite of not having this and not having a toy store and all that stuff, they had a wonderful time because the people there have always been very warm.
We have always talked, since I remember, about having a united Armenian organization to take care of Armenian needs. We have a plethora of organizations. Some of them claim to be pan-national, but let's face it, the closest thing that comes to a pan-national organization is the Armenia Fund. There can be a lot of naysayers accusing this and that, that the money doesn't get there, that it's wasted, etc. I invite them to come to Armenia or in Artsakh, where everywhere you turn, you will see plaques in front of schools, in front of roads, in front of hospitals, Armenia Fund.
I have been to villages on the Azeri border up north in the Davush region, Berkaper. The Berkaper school has no first grade, no first grade. There are no families to keep the school going on. So what happens? If those villages become depopulated, then the Azeris will come further in, and it's not too far away from Yerevan. So cafes, restaurants in Yerevan, so what? So we should not be cheated by all that. Those are all superficial, believe me. I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. But if the country is not strong enough, Yerevan will be gone in a day, in 2 days. The diaspora has been very strong, as you know. However, lately, the Armenian community in Iraq, it's shattered. Armenian community in Syria, it's almost gone. Lebanon, let's hope Lebanon will still be there. However, again, you never know what will happen to the Middle Eastern communities. And therefore, it's important to have a strong motherland that can, in its turn, that can help the communities in the diaspora. I think Armenia Fund is the umbilical cord that puts Armenia, Artsakh, to the diaspora. We cannot stop here and say, it's okay, Armenia can survive. No, it's not okay. It's not. If we do not help, it will not survive. If they don't survive, we will not survive. So there is that strong relationship, and therefore it's very important that people give to the Armenia Fund. It's part of our own survival.